former Trump trade advisor and insurrectionist planner Peter Navarro took time out of his busy day defending himself in court in order to spar with a protester. Take a look.
No, this is
not everybody
great,
stands against them, but we appreciate what you're
Put your
doing,
flag
sir.
up there.
We appreciate what you're doing, sir. We
This is,
appreciate the justice you're getting for this country.
I think this is kind of the important kind of debate where, and look, see, she's trying to block the flag.
Yep.
Okay, this is the problem we have in America. Like she's a Trump lost, you know, and it's fine. She's expressing her point of view. She's got a megaphone to disrupt.
Yep.
But when it comes time for me to express my view to you, you've seen what she's done. She's interrupted me while I'm speaking, and she won't even let an American show the American flag. Shame on you, ma'am.
Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious that she's trying to get the sign to be in the frame to get attention. I think that's pretty clear. By the way, I agree with the sign. Yes, Trump lost, and yes, we all know it. That's it. Okay, I also really like how he came out and he said, basically he said, oh, you see, she won't let an American show an American flag. What, as if, what, this protester is not American as well? That seems to be a pretty weird point. And maybe, like, you could say, well, that's how they see it. They do not see people who are not on their side as Americans. That's problematic. Now, speaking to the problem in America, the problem here is that people like Peter Navarro helped a man attempt to steal an election. The problem is that that guy is not in jail. Together with Steve Bannon, Navarro developed a plan to block the Electoral College vote count, and it was called the Green Bay Sweep. Now, he was in court today because he was charged with criminal contempt of Congress for refusing to testify before the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th Capitol riots. Now, I recall that on January 6th, there were many MAGA people that flew many flags, including the Confederate flag, as they stormed the Capitol building. Not exactly, you know, holding those American, not exactly patriots, right? But they're American flags. Although some did, and also used those flags to beat police officers. Now, that same hearing, by the way, that he was there for did not go well for him, as Judge Amit P. Mehta ruled that he cannot use his executive privilege as part of his defense. So he actually doesn't have executive privilege. And I love this. He called his testimony on the witness stand as, quote, pretty weak sauce. Love it. That also describes his argument against that American hero that is standing behind him that he is trying to argue with. That unvarnished truth teller who triggered Peter Navarro. Hats off to you. Look, this right here is a pretty good microcosm of what the right constantly engages in. And by the way, what I mean by the right is Trump supporters. Taking the reality of the situation, pointing out that Trump lost, and we all know it, yes, and basically wanting to cover it up with a flag, with fake patriotism. They do this a lot. And when they can't, they end up playing the victim. How dare you? How dare you try to silence me? How dare you try to cover it up? Really? Really? Oh, these are American. No, the real American patriot here is the one that is pointing out the truth. The truth that you can't seem to handle. Look, here's more truth. There is few things more un-American than trying to use her power from the American people by completely disregarding their votes. That's what Trump is alleged to have done. That's what Trump and his allies, his co-conspirators, are alleged to have done, to try to nullify the millions of votes from his opponent. That's the reality of the situation. That's what they try to do, to take millions of those votes and make them not matter by having their fake electors go and claim that they're the real electors and that we're going to vote for Trump, even though Trump did not win those states. So in my view, they have no right at all to sit there and wave that little flag, claim to be patriotic Americans, when in reality, they're not. Their actions speak far louder than the words and the patriotic symbols that they wave around.